It's Monday, May 5th. I'm Vince, and you're listening to the Three Nerds in a Basement podcast. I'm also joined by
Blaven
and Anthony.
And this is the Geek Chic Culture podcast, where we talk about all the cool things in the world. And maybe not some so not cool things as well.
Yeah, whatever, they're all cool.
This week, we're doing the big review to kick off the summer, which is Iron Man 3. Get excited.
And for Filipino listeners out there, it's Bakal Tao Tatlo.
There you go.
Sounded gross.
That's straight.
It's raw.
We also are talking about some updates in video games, including trailers, and just how shallow of a person can you be.
And phys ed shorts that are from our high school.
Exactly. Now, okay. Now, if you've been paying attention to the most recent string of episodes, at the top of the show, we introduced the Get to Know segment.
Get to know.
Where I ask everybody in the room, including Silent Man Tristan, a question or two or three over the weekend, and then I reveal all their answers right here for you. This week I had a core theme to my set of questions. Can you guys guess my theme?
Robots.
Bingo.
Oh.
Bingo. What were you going to say?
Women, I said.
Women. Okay.
Robot women.
So let's start off with the first one. I said, who's your favorite robot? Anthony quickly replied with Gunbuster. Blaven, oh god, this is tough. I'm going to say Shining Gundam. And I think we can all guess who TJ's favorite robot is.
Mega Man.
Yes, the Blue Bomber, a.k.a. Mega Man.
Oh, he's a robot.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
I'm surprised none of you brought up, like, Canada Arm or anything.
No, I was actually gonna bring up that girl from that one TV show who was like wearing the red polka dot dress. What was Annie? I think it was, or something like that. I can't remember, but she was
Annie.
she was a robot. I'll look at Vicky the robot.
Vicky?
You guys don't remember that?
From what?
Small Wonder. That was the name of the sitcom, Small Wonder.
Sorry.
Oh wow, okay.
Whoosh.
Yeah,
Whoosh.
jeez, tough crowd.
The next question I asked you guys were, if you were a Transformer, what would you transform into and why? Anthony, in all caps, I would transform into a robotic chimera because I am greedy and cannot pick one animal.
I totally thought you were gonna pick tampon.
What? What?
That would suck. That
Blaven only answered half the question, a jet plane.
What was I supposed to say after? Oh, why?
Why?
I can fly.
Because you're leaving on a jet plane.
And
Yeah.
TJ said,
Yes.
probably a Honda Fireblade. For context, this is a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Because I like the look of those motorbikes.
And hot chicks can ride you.
Also because they're faster and more maneuverable than a car.
You'd be like, yo, girl, stick
They're
your
not faster and more maneuverable than a chimera.
You know, you'd be like, yo, stick your crotch right in my seat.
Wow, you're mine today.
You said tampon boy.
I didn't say it. You said it.
And the final question I asked you guys was to link all this together. You, now as a Transformer, are teamed up with your favorite robot in the latest bromance action movie. Which robot would play the antagonist, and how does the film end? I also graded you guys
Oh, okay.
on this, and you guys all received your scores.
Oh, cool.
And I'm gonna tell you the evaluation before I read your answer. You all would have gotten A's, no
Yeah.
matter what you said.
Okay.
The thing is, you got deducted points if you failed to actually answer the question,
Okay.
and B, if well, I didn't like your story.
Wow, this is tough.
Well, not that I didn't like your story, but you didn't link it all together.
Okay.
Like, what's the relation of your
Okay.
favorite robot, why you transform into this, and how does it coincide with the
Okay,
story?
alright,
That's too much work.
Okay?
Alright, I got you.
So, Anthony's was an idealist robot who wants us to change the values of our robot planet. We defeat him, but then it seems his words, or the words of the evil robot, have gotten to me, and the audience is left wondering if I'm good or evil. Now, originally I gave you a B.
Okay.
But I bumped it down to B- because I figured, you know what, I gave Blaven the same score, and the reason
You got B.
Yeah. No, I originally both gave you Bs,
Yeah.
but I bumped his down to minus because you failed to answer the question.
What was the question?
I said, who's the other robot? What you gave me were a set of characteristics to fill a role.
Yeah.
You didn't answer the question.
Yeah. Good thing I got that triple S.
Blaven, I also gave him B because of his answer. The antagonist would be me. And at the end, we would have our final conflict.
Oh, I didn't say Sharingan.
We would come to understand our differences and team up to defeat the real threat. A Megatron / Devil Gundam hybrid. Now, the reason you got a B is because you tried to be too smart.
Yeah, I know.
You tried to be way too smart. I said you are teamed up. But you said, nope, I'm going to erase that. I'm going to defy the question. And the reason I gave you not a B- is because you actually gave me an antagonist in the end. Although it is Deus Ex Machina, and I hate that.
But you love it.
No, so that's why you don't get an A. Now, TJ was the only one to get an A-.
It's so tough. I know, right?
And he says, I'll say Metal Sonic plays my antagonist. And listen to his story. This is why he gets full marks.
He didn't get full marks, though. He got A-.
I'll say what he's passed.
Yeah.
It ends with Mega Man using the Honda Fireblade's speed to catch up and grab Metal Sonic. Then Mega Man uses his wheel cutter to sever Sonic's arms, legs, and head from the body. Then when this is all done, they take Metal Sonic's Chaos Engine to return both heroes to their respective dimensions.
Yeah, that's sexy. I'd watch that. That 30-second clip.
Now, the reason you didn't get full marks is because I thought you could have taken it a step further, and maybe your Honda Fireblade could have sacrificed itself in the hopes to become Mega Man's ultimate armor or something.
Oh!
Or he took the Chaos Engine and replaced it with his engine, and then you were running on Chaos.
Or you could have came back to a harem full of women.
Yes. Exactly. Any one of those would have given you A+. But you didn't go that extra step.
It's all good.
But there you go.
Well, I graded myself.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
That's
there
funny.
you go.
That's funny.
Now with that out of the way,
That's
let's
funny.
move into our...
The passing grade was A-.
Yes, the passing grade was A-.
From Lord Byron.
Yes, it was. So our big review is Iron Man 3.
Yep.
And Iron Man 3 is the
Praise.
first film to come out after the hugely successful Avengers movie.
Yep.
As such, it is got a lot of expectations that had to meet up. Will it be as good as the Avengers? Will it, I don't know.
Yep.
Well, it's something.
Exactly. It stars Robert Downey Jr. and Gwyneth Paltrow, if you don't already know. Don Cheadle returns.
On Cheats.
This time along with Guy Pearce and Sir Ben Kingsley as the villains.
Uh-huh.
That's all the setup you need. Anthony, tell me, did you like this movie?
It was okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not like negative on it in any way. Like I don't really have a lot to complain about.
Yeah.
But also, it didn't really like. It didn't really like blow my mind.
Yep.
I can't really say anything. I guess I can't really say anything about why I was a little bit disappointed.
Why?
Because it's kind of spoilers.
You're kind of
Okay, for the sake of this conversation, we're going to spoil the entire movie.
Okay.
Because if you haven't seen it by now, you're probably not going to see it at all.
I didn't like how it wasn't mystical.
Okay.
Like, when you guys told me about who Mandarin is and, like, what he does, and, like, and doesn't he have, like, one of the Infinity Gems?
No,
he has 10 rings.
Oh, he has 10 rings, the 10 rings of power, yeah. And I'm like, that sounds so cool, and that sounds so sick. And if there's a Guardians of the Galaxy movie coming out, I really hope they try and, like, smooth audiences into the more space side of Marvel. But it was a total, I guess not a cop-out, but, like, it turns out that the Mandarin was just a dude, and the real thing was Extremis, where they can regenerate at Wolverine style, but also be really hot. And, yeah, I was disappointed when it wasn't mystical and mysterious and magic.
Yes.
So, and that's kind of why it didn't blow my mind. Like, the stuff that they did with Extremis was cool, but it's not as cool as what's in my head about mystical powers in space.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Blaven, do you agree?
Yeah, I was actually really upset when I found out that the Mandarin was just a figurehead.
Yep.
But the Extremis thing was cool. I didn't expect that at all, actually. They did a really good job of keeping that under wraps. I actually didn't see it coming at all. What I will say, though, that is this one became more of a a comedy than an action movie.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of laughs.
A lot of Tony Starkness.
A lot of Tony Stark in this one. A lot of Tony Stark. It's interesting to see how his psyche was affected after the Avengers, and it's cool that they continued on with all that. But I guess also that breaks the point, because if you didn't watch the Avengers, I feel like you'll miss out a lot on some of the things he says and a lot of the dialogue. But overall, I think it was a really good. I think it was a really good Iron Man movie, not a good superhero movie. You know what I mean? Yeah, but they had a lot of fan service near the end, so if you still want your fix of robots and flying Iron Man suits, you got it.
Yeah,
There's a lot of that.
Yeah, they overloaded it pretty much at the end there.
At the end, but yeah, no, I think it's a pretty solid movie. You can't go wrong going to see it, actually.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd still recommend it.
I find it interesting how you say it's a good Iron Man movie, and not a. Did you say it's a good Iron Man movie, not a good adventure
Superhero movie.
movie? I agree and disagree with that statement.
Good.
I think Iron Man movie and superhero movie are the same thing.
You think
And
so?
in that regard, it is a terrible Iron Man movie. What this is, in my opinion, is a great Tony Stark film.
There you go. That's what I should have said.
Yeah, it is, and you're right. It is more action. It's more action comedy than it is straight up action.
Yeah.
And I was always wondering how they were going to follow up the Avengers, because there's just no way that they could go to that level of extreme intensity on screen with a single superhero anymore. And instead of trying to follow that up, they went in a new direction. And I have to respect that, regardless of how the final product turned out.
Right. So now it's all personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole Ben Kingsley Mandarin bait and switch, I really loved. I couldn't care less about mysticism in this film, because when the initial previews came out, that whole Mandarin reveal in the previews just felt so like shitty and hammed together. Like I was just like, what is going on? Like, this is a regarded actor. Why does it feel so fake?
Right.
And I like how all the marketing led up to you really question if this was going to happen, and then it's like you said, it took all the focus away from the extremists, which is the real threat here. Yeah. And you never see it coming, and that was the big surprise.
Which is what I liked. I did like that.
Yeah, and I liked how I was taken by, I didn't want to walk in with this movie being like, oh, it's going to be everything I'm expecting it to be. It really took me by surprise, and I respect it for that. Yeah. And then when the Mandarin's reveal is to be a joke actor, that's what I felt was the best part of the movie. It's like, yeah, he really fits that role extremely well. And it's well suited.
Let me just say that I think I was greedy and I wanted both. Now they're like, oh, Extremis is in here with the Mandarin. That would have been cool, but instead, they opted.
I think what you have to do, we say this all the time. You have to remove yourself from your perceptions of what the comics have already introduced to you.
Right.
I don't know why fans are always, or even myself, we always clamor for that kind of stuff, because ever since Spider-Man 1, we've never been satisfied. Right? It's always been disappointment after disappointment in terms of being accurate to what's conveyed in the comics.
Yeah.
I can't think of a single superhero movie where everything is 100% there and spot on.
Yeah.
No, but I really enjoyed this film. There are parts of it I felt like it was kind of thrown in there just to appeal to vast audiences.
Such as?
Like the kids segment, you guys know I don't like adding.
You don't like kids.
I don't like kids. I don't like adding that whole thing in. But Iron Man 3 does it okay because Tony Stark's a dick.
Yeah.
He's a dick to the kid.
And he's a dick to the kid. Having this child there doesn't change Tony Stark's character.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. But I felt like if they're gonna do that, they should have picked a kid who could play the part better. He just seemed he was a terrible child actor. And child actors don't have much standards to go by.
Well, he's just a child.
No, and he tried to pull off the whole Q face. I'm like, this kid's fucking ugly. I don't care.
I'm not gonna say anything about that.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't fall for his thing. The whole Gwyneth Paltrow at the end.
They kind of future-proofed the movie, the series with that, where he'll never have to worry about Gwyneth Paltrow again because she's now fully extremist. Or did they get rid of that?
They don't really say.
They didn't really say. That's
they don't really say. You know what? That's an ending that I think most mainstream audiences would would like to see.
Yeah.
And I had no problem with it. But the thing is, I found the movie tried to appeal to everybody who like the entire world,
Right.
and it never felt focused in one direction.
Right.
And I think that's this movie. That's what my biggest problem with this movie is.
Problem. Okay.
The one thing I want to know though is I'm not so sure. I don't know where Marvel's tending to go now. I don't know. Is this Iron Man's last appearance?
Really?
It's hard to really tell because on one side, at the end of the movie, spoilers, he has his core removed.
Yeah.
And he gets all the shards taken out of his body.
Yeah, and throughout the movie, Tony Stark is battling with the thought of he's Tony Stark and Iron Man is always just something else.
Yeah.
So
Like, it was never really what he was about.
Okay.
This is also his third movie, and Robert Downey Jr. is getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the time Avengers 2 comes out, he's going to be nearing 60.
No, he's not. How old is he now?
He's like, I think he's in his mid-50s.
What?
Yeah.
Really? He doesn't look that old.
Yeah.
He aged really well.
Yeah, no, he in makeup and stuff. Like, but no,
makeup, right.
You see, yeah, and like he dyes his hair, whatever.
What?
But like he's an old dude now.
But he seems like the hip, cool uncle.
Exactly. You're right. And not that I could ever see an Avengers movie taking place without either Captain America or Iron Man.
Yeah, well, yeah, nobody has a problem with Chris Evans because he's hot. But
Exactly, but it is interesting to see where they take the Iron Man franchise from here because I don't know if they could really put out a fourth Iron Man movie.
I think they're gonna bait it and they're gonna switch him with a new Iron Man, a younger Iron Man. It's gonna be Robert Pattinson. Pattinson's gonna be the new Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, fine. It's gonna be Robert Pattinson.
No, not Robert Pattinson. Actually, the guy who plays Jacob from Twilight. Yeah.
Taylor Lautner.
Taylor Lautner is the new Iron Man.
Wow.
I'm calling it.
Wow. Okay.
I'm calling it.
That's something.
Or Damon.
Again, that's something.
Yep.
I don't know
Yep.
if I can agree with you.
What? Come on.
I don't know who these people are.
How do you not know who these people?
I know who Jacob is. I don't know who the rest of them are.
Vampire Diaries.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ian Somerhalder.
Ian Somerhalder. And the other one was the Twilight guy.
Yeah. No, I got the Twilight guy.
No, not him. The other
Oh.
Edward.
Edward
Oh,
Cullen.
it was the other guy?
Yeah.
The pale one.
Oh.
Yeah. You can have him too.
Harry Potter 4, Cedric.
The Entertainer.
The only Harry Potter.
Oh, that's good, right?
The only Harry Potter movie I've seen is the last one. So
Yeah. But yeah, there you go. Iron Man 3.
Yeah, go see it.
What would you rate it?
I would rate it a 3. And I'm happy about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Anthony?
3. It was pretty good.
Okay. I'm gonna be on the 4 side of things.
Ooh, good on ya.
With the caveat that I liked it better than 2. It's as good as 1, but I don't think I'll go back to rewatch this as much as I do the first 2.
Okay. You watched the first 2 a lot?
No, but I think in the long term, like this is not a movie I'm looking forward to going back and watching.
Right.
Whereas the first 2 Iron Mans, I was like, oh,
Who was the bad guy in the second one? That wasn't.
Whiplash?
No, who wasn't him?
Hammer?
Yeah, who's the actor that played him?
I don't know.
Oh, like I really like him. Sam Neill, is that what his name is? He was the guy in Moon as well.
Sam
yeah.
Rockwell.
Sam Rockwell. I like him a
Rockwell.
lot. Yeah, that was pretty fun.
He was cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, finally. I would have picked Brad Pitt over Guy Pearce.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? He looked just like a Brad Pitt wannabe.
Yeah.
Then again, I haven't seen Guy Pearce in a lot of movies. What movies is he being in?
I don't know. Anyways,
Rom-coms? I don't know.
there you go. Iron Man 3. Go see it if you haven't already.
Yep.
Anyways, let's move into our picks of the week. Anthony, open up this segment.
So my pick of the week is League of Legends related.
LOL. It's been a while though since LOL.
Yeah.
You're still on that, eh?
Yeah, they just released a pretty big patch. It's called like the Frelhord patch. It's some land.
Okay.
So in the lore, there is a land way up north called the Frelhord or the Frelhord, and it's just a land of cold and ice. And there's like 3 clans up there. And so what they've been doing is that they released a new character. From there, and so they're having a mini lore event within the game,
Right.
to where you pick which one of the 3 factions you want to win this lore event, and it'll change the story of League of Legends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's cool.
so
League of
like-
Legends has a story?
Yeah, like that's some pretty deep lore. like each character has their own background and stuff, and they come from different sections of the land. And the part of the League of Legends is that the summoners, who are these all-powerful beings, which are you, summon these heroes onto the battlefield of the League of Legends.
I see.
That's a lot less interesting. So they're just playing like god scale chess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. We summon these mighty warriors.
I get it. Okay.
To fight. And so, there's 3 different factions. The one is Ashe and Trendemir. The other one is forget the new girl, but she's like this evil ice queen.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one is Sejuani, and her camp is more of a rough and tumble, like it's all about toughness and the strongest will survive type thing.
Yeah.
Sejuani.
Yeah.
What a name.
Yeah. So I'm on the. So what you can do is that you can pick. There's 3 icons, one each representing each faction, and then you can pick which one to show your side on the whole war. And then if you win 10 games with that icon, you get to unlock it forever.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then I think what they're doing is that they're going to tally up who supported who, and then they're going to change the story based on that.
Oh, cool.
But what they've done, like, so they released a new character. They released a bunch of new ice themed skins for existing characters and stuff.
Okay.
And they've also redone 2 older characters, or 1 older character and 1 newer character, but she's kind of bad. So the one was Sejuani, like she's the main thing, but like
Sejuani.
Nobody played her because she was just kind of a bad character.
Yeah.
So they redid all her skills and the way she plays.
Yeah.
And so they did that and brought out a bunch and a new model for her as well. For Trundle, he's one of the older guys. He's like a troll king.
Mm-hmm.
But he was just outdated in terms of a little bit in gameplay, but mostly visual and aesthetically. So they changed his model, all of his attack animations, like, and then the other ones were just skins for people that already.
Is this all free stuff?
Yeah, well, the skins are free.
Yeah.
But all like the icons and stuff, like getting the new characters, I can get for free with the IP.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of buying it with their points,
Riot points.
Yeah, riot points.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's like a pretty big patch, and they also changed what is it? There's another game mode that people started playing a lot. It's called a RAM. It's all random, all mid.
That sounds funny.
And so each team, it's still the 5-on-5, but everybody gets randomed, and the map is just 1 lane instead of the 3
That
separate
sounds
lanes.
awesome.
So it's 1 lane, no jungle, and so you have to go and force your way to your opponent's nexus and defeat it.
That sounds like a fun game type.
It's super fun, and so usually before it was only in custom games, but now they've made it into matchmaking.
That's good.
So you can. Also the big problem though is that there's a lot of leavers because it's randomed. It's like
you don't get who you like.
Yeah, I don't get who I like. I'm out, and people leave. So what they've added is these new points. Is as you play, you can get you can work your way up to reroll points. Okay. So where I got a character I don't like, or I got a character that's just terrible with the rest of my characters.
Right.
I can spend a reroll point to random again without having to leave the game, and so that's actually helped with a lot of levers and stuff. So. It's pretty cool, and they redid the skin for that whole map, for that solo map, and it's all ice themed, and it takes place in the lore thing that's going on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before it used to be called the Murder Bridge.
Now it's called the Ice Murder Bridge?
No, it's called something else. It's like
the Fjord Bridge?
It's like the Fjord something, ice, dark caverns, I don't know. Something lore based.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's cool. It's like it's a really fun mode, and they finally put into matchmaking. It's a really casual mode.
Neato.
So yeah, it's my pick.
Casual enough for dating?
Yeah, totes.
Totes and goats.
Okay, well, I'm going to stick on the games front, and Rockstar's put out their trailer.
Stole my pick.
Their trio trailers for Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, stole my pick.
Oh, really? You guys both had these as picks?
Yeah, right.
Sweet. But yeah, so it shows the 3 main protagonists of Grand Theft Auto 5.
And who are they? What do we know?
No, they're all new.
They're all brand new, but they seem to fit roles that people have been clamoring for.
Such as?
Like, Trevor fits the San Andreas role.
Oh, he's a black guy?
He's like, straight up, like...
Well, the whole thing takes place in San Andreas, right?
Yeah, but you know how, like, fans, like, there's fans who want, like, the Vice City characters,
yeah.
They want this and that. Yeah, so they seem to have 3 distinct characters that should suit everybody. I'm not saying you're going to like all of them, but there should be one there that you all would want to be attached to. So there's Michael, he's the suit who's having a midlife crisis. Trevor, the black guy who's in a couple gangs. And I think Franklin is his name.
He's like a
couple of-
crazy.
He's just like a psychotic hobo.
Yeah, he's a nutcase hillbilly, pretty much.
That's it, hillbilly. There we go. And what I will say is, man, in classic Rockstar fashion, these trailers are exciting.
Yeah, they're really cool.
They're really exciting.
My favorite one is the Michael one.
Yeah.
But then you get to the game.
But then there's we haven't, like, no one knows anything about this game, right? And there's the reality of it, though, has always been we do not live in a world where Grand Theft Auto trailers are nearly as great as the games they are trying, or the other way around. The games are not as nearly as great as the trailers that precede them.
Yeah.
But I do have hope because between Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5, they did put out Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
And while that game did still suffer the standard GTA flaws of the first third being awesome and then kind of pandering.
I don't know, that ending was pretty
No, like it
amazing.
panders completely until the end.
Yeah, okay.
But like that whole like
Mexico
Mexico
is boring.
Mexico and even half of Blackwater was completely boring.
I thought Mexico was the only bad part of that game.
I don't know. Like getting into Mexico was awesome.
Yeah, but being in Mexico,
Yeah.
like real life.
Yeah, so sucked. But yeah, then Blackwater kind of sucked, and then the ending was great. So I mean, if Rockstar has maybe, I don't know, taken some feedback about that Mexico scene at least, they might be able to make an evenly paced game where everything's always exciting.
And apparently these characters, they have, there's like stat growth
Yeah.
with them.
Oh yeah, that comes from San Andreas. Yeah.
Yeah. And so each of them have their own specialties, and you can switch between them, like when you go to hideouts and stuff, apparently.
Yeah.
So you can play whoever you want, whenever you want.
Yeah.
However you want.
Yeah. Blaven, did you watch these trailers?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I only watched the one that Anthony put up. It looked like a movie.
The Frelhord one?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
No.
Then.
The one you showed us before Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, the original trailer.
Yeah, the original trailer.
Oh, yeah.
That was a long
Okay.
time ago.
Yeah.
All right. Are you excited for this game then, Anthony?
Yeah, I'm always excited for a GTA game. Even if they don't play the best, they usually have something that's groundbreaking or controversial in their thing, and it's always exciting to see a new Rockstar game. Those guys bring out pretty quality products all the time. So even their ping pong game was pretty awesome. So
Get a ping pong game?
yeah,
Rockstar table tennis.
and it's all ping. It was all ping pong. It was fucking amazing. It was so good.
Weird.
Yeah. Which character is most appealing to you?
Michael. Because he's the guy who's been through all this stuff before, like the crime stuff, but he's out of the game. But he's kind of itching to go back in. And
is that his story?
Yeah. So he's like, what is it? He's basically, when he's interviewing with this psychiatrist in this game or in the trailer, it's like he's itching for more chaos, pretty much, in his life. Like retiring and being out of the game, hanging out with his family. Like it's too boring for him, and he's the professional.
Oh.
He's the man with the plan, pretty much.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot less interesting now. I thought it was just this midlife dude. He's worked hard his whole life. He's got this great 6-digit salary, this family. He's living the dream.
He's living the dream because he was a criminal.
No, but I thought like that was it. Like he's like pure, and then he's like, I'm having a midlife crisis. I don't know. I'm not happy. I want some adrenaline.
Oh, okay.
Like I thought that was his story, but that's a whole lot less interesting now.
From what I've heard, like people are still kind of iffy on the story that it's mostly he used to be a criminal.
Yeah, but just hearing that, like that makes sense though, because that means that okay, so this is supposed to tailor to the GTA 3 people who like the whole like Italian mafia stuff, right? But yeah, no, the game looks cool. What I will say is it releases this holiday, correct?
September.
Yes. On existing consoles.
Yeah.
I probably would hold out for if there is the slightest hint of an idea of being released on like a next gen system. I would hold out on waiting.
I don't think Rockstar's the kind of people to do that. I think they'll release it. Like the most next gen they could probably get is a PC release, and the PC release will look the best.
Yeah, I don't expect it to be like day and date. Even if it's a year later, I'll wait.
Oh, okay.
Like,
yeah. Oh, you're not that excited?
No. I'm not that excited.
To get it?
No, okay. I'm not, sadly. Because at the end of the day, like I've seen what Max Payne looks like. It looks good, but it's
not blowing my mind.
Yeah, it doesn't blow me away.
Max Payne?
Yeah.
What did that have to do with anything?
That's the most recent game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Fool.
Didn't know he was still around.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
just old
yeah.
and fat.
Yeah, Max Payne.
Blaven, what's your pick of the week?
Who's that guy with the dog? Was it Dead to Rights?
That was Dead to Rights. I love that game. The first one is awesome.
I knew it.
The second one sucks. First one's amazing.
He was Asian, right?
No, he's white. He's a white dude, and he's had to escape from jail. Dead to Rights, man. That first game is awesome. You can stick your dog on fools.
Yeah, the other one was True Crime Streets of LA.
Dude, what was the last one before? Was it fucking the Sleeping Dogs came out?
Hmm?
Yeah.
The True Crime before that game.
Yeah.
For some reason, apparently, I heard you could like summon a dragon.
Why not?
Why not?
I don't know.
That was the New York one, right?
I think so.
No.
Yeah, I heard you can summon a dragon.
Hot.
I don't know why.
Great.
I have no context behind that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Blaven, take us out of here.
So yeah, Teach is the one to talk to you about. So there is this new app on the iPhone called Tinder.
Uh-huh.
You ever heard about it?
No.
So basically,
Is it a fire starter?
No, kind of. It's just a flame, a different kind of flame. Vince.
The flame of
Are you
love.
telling me?
Yes.
That sparks can fly.
Yes. So basically, what happens in this app is that it links up to your Facebook. Oh god, I can't even keep a straight face. So basically, what it does is that you give it a radius around you from where you are in the location settings, and then it shows you other people who sign up on Tinder, their profile picture photo from their Facebook, and 4 other pictures they choose, and you just get to click whether you think they're hot or not, left or right. Like just swipe to the left, swipe to the right. Look, the teacher's cracking up. But if you and another person who you liked also like each other, then you can chat with each other.
How do you know you like each other?
Because let's say they see your picture, they liked it, and you like theirs some other time when you saw their picture, it'll connect you.
Does it tell you how many people say?
No, it doesn't.
That's destructive.
That's destructive. But
how many Tinder likes do you have?
Yeah, no, and I was just like, this is insane. Like this can't be right. 2 hours later, I'm like, oh my god, this is fun.
Get a shallow going.
Wait, so you have this app?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so I told Anthony, hey, check this out. Fucking guy throws. I tell him the instructions. He just keeps putting everyone to the left, which is no.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, she's hot. Oh, this girl. Oh, yeah, that's cool. It's like no.
Yeah, because I thought it was more like I'm
no.
scrolling through. Because there's 2 buttons on the bottom, a check mark and an X.
Yeah.
So I thought I was just flipping through pictures, and then when I got to someone to say yes or no to, I'd press the X or the.
But you were doing this on Blaven's account?
Yeah, he was showing me it.
Oh.
But apparently, if you just swipe it, it automatically tags it as no.
Yeah.
If you swipe it to the left, but if you swipe it to the right,
it
was so like I wanted to go back to a picture that I was like, oh, I went back. So I went backwards. I put one to yes. And then he's like, what are you doing?
So the reason I got this app is because my friend, she lives in Madrid, and she's using it to meet people in her area. And then one guy was like, yo, so to the club. And this guy was like, yo, I'm gonna come over. And he's like, what? What? I thought it was hilarious. So that's why I looked up, like, is this thing a fad right now? And it is. And the first thing I saw was a Twitter account where some guy's like, hashtag I'm black, Twitter problems, no likes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was so funny. But another one was that, I thought that was serious. And the other one was like hashtag I'm a midget, so Twitter, like Tinder problems. And it's just the whole hashtag thing was so crazy. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, the other thing too is that they had this one experiment, I can't remember who did it, but there was like, they made a fake Tinder account and they liked, like, it was a girl's account. So then a bunch of guys liked this girl. I think they just put a model as the photo. And they messaged all the guys, like, yo, meet me at this yogurt place at this time. 70 guys showed up.
Wow.
They were all outside, inside, waiting. And they're just like, oh my God, it actually worked. I thought that was hilarious. So, and apparently it's new hotness right now. But, yeah, no, it's kind of crazy. This whole thing. Yeah.
That is something. So have you met anybody?
No. I only played on it for like 8 hours, so it doesn't.
That's not enough research time. Not enough time for me to.
Yeah, because I only put the radius to like 99 miles, so.
That's it?
Not enough.
99 miles.
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Funny.
Well.
Yeah. And I put my Facebook profile pictures as TJ's.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's just a bunch of pictures of TJ.
That's great.
I made sure that it's like, there's both of us in the picture, but I centered it so that he's in the center.
Oh.
Yeah, so keep him guessing.
Hot.
Wow.
That's... You know what? That's great, Blaven.
Fucking group photos.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and Anthony's thing is that if a girl doesn't, tell him the group photos.
So it's like there's the profile picture and then there's 4 other pictures. So my thing was, if you're not confident enough to have yourself in a solo picture and you always have to have a group of friends with you and I can't fucking tell who you are, no.
Yeah. But what if she looks the hottest in the group photo?
But they never are.
That's the thing, right? When you see 2 of them at the beginning picture, it's like, please be the one on the right.
Yo, I'm so sexist right now, but they never are.
Yeah. But like, this is like the ultimate shallow, like, app.
Yeah, well, that's the society we live in.
Yeah, apparently there's another one for gay, bisexual, and curious men called Grindr, which sounds a lot.
Grindr.
That sounds way more sexual.
Yeah, it does.
It's called Grindr?
Grindr.
Are you sure that wasn't the original app and Tinder's just like an...
I don't know. Grindr.
Well,
isn't it?
That's hilarious.
Filipinos, hashtag Filipino Tinder problems.
Tinder problems.
That's great.
You don't even use Twitter.
Yeah, man, you don't use Twitter.
Yeah, I don't use Twitter. I did look at it today.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Why don't you type something under 140 characters?
What do I type? Hashtag I'm at work? No.
Yeah.
No!
Yeah, that's all people do.
That's all like Selena
and then
Gomez
other people will
stuff.
be like, yo, I'm going to follow you. I'm also at work. Shit.
How that works?
Pretty much.
It's not like Blaven has Facebook status updates anyway.
True.
I do.
No, you don't.
I don't.
Okay, let's move into our picks of the week. Or not our picks of the week. What the hell have we been up to? Anthony, you can start.
So I'll start off with the big one.
Oh no, you have a big one.
Got a big one.
Oh.
Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
Oh, you got that on the sale?
Got that on the sale.
What was it, like $25?
It was $29.99.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was either that or Dark Arisen, and I was like, this is $10 cheaper.
Okay.
But so I got it and I beat it.
Mm.
That game is short.
Yeah, that's the review said. So it's like 4 hours.
It's like 4.5 hours.
Yeah.
And then I did it again with no cutscenes. 3 hours.
No way. Really?
No cutscenes. 3 hours.
Yo, you paid a lot. Good stuff.
I paid $10 an hour.
I was kind of surprised. I thought you were gonna be like, it was 1 hour.
Oh, okay. You thought it was Kojima.
Yeah.
Okay, but you got to remember this. Kojima has nothing to do with
That's
this
what I know.
game. It's Platinum.
It clicked in my head. Oh no, this is not Kojima.
So this game suffers from being shopped around too much. It suffers from like Kojima Studios didn't know how to make an action game.
They still don't.
They were like, "Fuck, what do we do?" Right? And then they were like, well, Platinum wants to do it. Platinum makes action games. Give them like 3 months to figure this shit out. Like, that's what it felt like. It felt like if Platinum had more time and more resources, I guess, to do their thing, like they do with a Bayonetta or like whatever the fuck they do else, because Bayonetta is my favorite game.
Mm.
But they would have been able to make that game into something really, really good. But the fact that it's so short, and the fact that the game is so easy, it kind of is a mediocre game. Yeah. Like, this game is so easy. It's ridiculous. So, when you fight guys, the whole point of this is that you can cut any which way, and you can cut objects in the world, you can cut people, and like, if I cut him from the shoulder to the torso, he gets cut in half from the shoulder to the torso.
I love one of your statements was, you can cut people? Well, no shit. What are you supposed to do in this game?
Listen, but so what the point is, every time you kill someone, you go into slow mode, blade mode, and you want to do this thing called the Zandatsu. And what it does is that you cut this red square area on the body, and then when you press circle, you pull out their robot spine, crush it, and your body absorbs the electrolytes within the robot spine. And then you get back to full health and full slow-mo meter.
Sounds Metal Gear enough.
But the thing is, it's so easy to do that I'm never worried about my life. Ever.
Okay.
It's constantly, like, There are some times. There was like I think 2 times in total the first time I played it where I was at like 10% life, and then I cut a guy with a Zandatsu, and I got full health again, and that felt really cool. But most of the time, it's like I'm stringing you along in a combo forever. I maybe have like 0.1% of my life gone.
Mhm.
Okay, now it's full. I never worry about resources in that game. And
Yo,
yeah,
your review on this, like you were so excited for this.
I was so excited for it, and it's
You
really
were-
disappointing.
Yeah, you were super excited, dude.
I feel if Platinum Games were just given this game from the start, they could have done something much better than this. Instead of being hindered by time.
Dude,
I just don't think Platinum Games is an A-level studio to begin with.
They are an A-level studio to
does
begin
that
with.
just
Fuck
piss him
you.
off?
Yeah.
Stop
Fuck
that,
you, motherfucker. Piece of garbage
I
over
think,
here.
Bayonetta
Is the best game of this generation.
it's like a 4 out of 5. And if that's their best work, well, what can you expect from Metal Gear Rise?
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
They're not an A-level developer. They're the best of the B range. I'll give you that.
They're the
not-
best of the bests.
Exactly, the best of the B range.
No, the best of the A range best.
No. Continue. Metal Gear
So yeah,
Rising.
that's I don't know. The story's fucking hilarious.
Just say it's shit.
No, it's decent. It's aight.
Okay.
I'll say it's aight. Like on my gangster review
'Kay.
scale.
And then what about
Out of 5, wait, out of 5, what would you give it then? You beat it twice.
I'll give it a 3, and it was okay.
Okay.
No, man, I think you're crushed.
I'm
crushed.
I'm crushed that this isn't 5 stars.
I think you're crushed.
I'm crushed that this isn't 5 out of 5.
I think your review right now is longer than the game.
Yeah. Me talking about the game was longer than playing the game. Like, I couldn't believe how short it was.
So you just want to walk
I
up?
couldn't believe
You can
it.
trade it in.
No, I don't trade in games.
Okay. I can do it for you.
No, fuck off.
Oh, then again, you still got $10 an hour.
Yeah,
For a game.
I pretty much paid $10 an hour for this game.
That's expensive for a game.
Yeah.
That's expensive.
That's expensive.
Holy shit. That's expensive. Game should be like $1 an hour. You pay $10 an hour?
I paid
Fuck.
$10 an hour. But yeah,
That's a pretty good thing. It's like Monster Hunter gave us more than we could ever hope for.
Yo,
The
Monster
weird-
Hunter's like $0.05 an hour.
the weird thing though is this game fucking tricked me. So there's 6 or 7 levels in the game.
Oh,
The
God.
first 3 levels are like 50 minutes each. Right? And I'm like, fuck, there's like 4 more levels to this according to the trophies. Like, I'm in for the long haul. The next 4 chapters
Yeah.
are all ranging from 10 to 5 minutes.
That's what?
Good.
Because they're all boss battles.
I thought so.
Good.
They're all boss battles or scripted events. Like a motorcycle scene or something.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So yeah, yo,
Yo, you slay me, man.
so close.
You slay me.
So close to being fucking amazing.
I don't know, man. I don't know how this could have been so close. You're just like tearing all over it.
It's pretty...
This is the first time
I'm still playing it though. I'm still playing it.
This is the first time I actually heard you
I'm
tear
going
on a
through my
game
third
like this.
playthrough right now. Like, it's still fun. There's not a lot of value in it.
Cool.
It's an arcade game, pretty much.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
game feels like I should be paying by quarters.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Which you wouldn't even, that's all you'd spend, right? Because you would have beaten it on one go.
Yeah.
Have you even
I
died?
beat on. The only times I've ever died are on QuickTime events, or on scripted events where if I get hit by something on the scripted event, it's a one-hit death.
Okay.
Those are the only times I've ever died.
That makes sense.
Cool.
And like all the other times, I've barely gotten down past half health.
Interesting.
The other thing I did was I finished Trigun.
Mm-hmm.
Blaven was right. Crazy fights near the end.
Mhm.
It tried to get into a lot of philosophical stuff. What does it mean to kill a man? Do you have the right to take someone's life?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. And I can totally see why this is a highly regarded show and series.
You can see why it's a classic.
I can see why it's a classic. It's pretty good. Apparently, there are a lot of differences in the manga from the anime. Like,
Surprise, surprise.
yeah, like just joke. It's crazy. Like characters who are in the anime just don't appear in the manga, or characters who have affiliation with certain groups don't have those affiliations in the manga.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to read the manga now because they're releasing them in like the big 3-volume packs.
Mhm.
So I kind of want to start reading those just to see the differences, because I did think it was actually a really good series.
Neato.
Yeah, I really do like Flash of Stampede. I got new respects for Wolfwood. because if you know him, he's the guy in the suit with the giant cross gun.
Yep.
Yeah. He's
Or chain smoker.
a man among men. That's all I gotta say.
Also a chain smoker.
Also a chain smoker, but he's a man among men. That's the bit. Yo, smoking makes you look cool.
Yeah.
If I were smoking right now, I would look 10% cooler, at least, bare minimum.
I think you might look even stupider.
Fuck you. Bare minimum 10% cooler.
Yeah.
And then I've been watching Attack on Titan. Or
Attack on Titan.
What is it? Shingeki no Kyojin, which is the Japanese title.
Who's this by?
Fucking, I don't know. It's some no-name animation studio I haven't heard of.
Okay.
But basically what it is that it's an alternate past where they're in the Middle Ages.
Yeah.
But the human race has been forced to live in a very condensed area. It's a big city, but compared to the world, it's very condensed. It's because there's these things called Titans, which are roaming the world and constantly devouring the human race. Teen Titans. They're constantly devouring the human race, and so they've made this castle town, pretty much this castle city, to keep the giants at bay.
Zelda.
Yeah, to keep the giants at bay, and they've been living pretty peacefully for like the past 100 years.
Oh,
yeah. And so what happens is that they're all of a sudden a Titan who can tower these 50-meter walls or 80-meter walls, however exactly how big it was, comes, kicks out the front gate, and the first area of the city gets taken over. The main character suffers some tragedy, and he swears to kill all the giants.
Of course.
Yeah.
They live happily ever after.
No, they don't. So what I thought this was gonna be when I first read the description for it in the new season previews, it was just gonna be like, yo, this guy's total shonen. These giants hurt him. Now he's got to go man against all odds and take these people on.
Right.
Like this show though is not that. It is all tragedy so far. Like from what I've watched, it is just all like these things are so much stronger than them, and the humans' futile attempts really aren't working. They're it feels like they're just doing it just so they feel like they're not going to be annihilated. It feels like they're fighting back, but really they're not getting any progress. It shows I really like it because it also shows how even in these times of despair, when the race of humans is being wiped out, people are still fucking assholes, and like status and that kind of stuff still matters.
It always matters.
It always matters. Even in such dire straits, like still people are like this.
Yep, zombie apocalypse.
Yeah. But it's really interesting. It goes. They form a squad, a team, so to say, of people to take down these giants. And I like the way they fight the giants. They have these things called 3-dimensional maneuver gear, and it's these two big like boxes on the side of them that store weapons, but also store gas and wire. And what they do is that they shoot out the wire onto different targets, and they swing around the city like Spider-Man.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they have 2 swords also in there. And how it runs on momentum and pressurized air.
Okay.
So when they go around, when they're going down, they'll gas to get more speed so they can launch up and do all kinds of stuff. And that makes for really cool fights within the show. But it's only 5 episodes so far, so there's not really much to say other than I really do enjoy it.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, and the latest episode that just happened, episode 5, like I am totally baffled. Like I don't know how they're going to continue the story.
Is this a full 26 episodes?
I don't know. The manga's pretty far along, like a good 50 chapters. But I don't know if it's 24 or 12. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's like I'm really interested in the world. I'm really interested in the giants and how these humans are gonna fight back against against these impossible odds, or if they will succeed at all.
Do you know what the writer his previous works are, or is this just some brand new dude?
I actually don't. I haven't actually look up on who wrote this or who animated it and stuff.
Oh, all right.
So yeah, but on Manga Fox, one of the subgenres is just tragedy.
Ah, okay.
And I was like, okay, all right. And yeah, from the ending of episode 5, I have no fucking clue where this show is going because they did something batshit crazy that I would never seen in 100 years.
Yeah.
So it's really good.
That's
I really
great to
enjoy it.
hear.
I recommend watching it.
And you have your full impressions up on the site, right?
Yeah. I wrote a full impressions thing that was probably more elegant than what I just said right now.
Than what you're just spewing out right now?
Yeah.
I read the manga. I think I had one volume of it too. Didn't like it.
Wasn't for you?
Oh god, the manga was so ugly. That no, I'm serious. Like that was my biggest thing. Like the way they've drawn is just super uggs, and the Titans look super ugly. And I guess I just realized how much I need aesthetics. Like it was just really it looked like from the quality I've seen in like other mangas and stuff. Like the art just seemed really juvenile and terrible. I don't know. That's just me anyway.
Yeah, in the manga, like going from like Medaka Box to this, or like Medaka Box is like super clean, like really amazing art, and this one's kind of more grungy.
How old is it? How old
is. It's really
like pretty
grungy.
new, actually. It's not.
Oh.
It's like a couple years old.
Oh.
Huh. But yeah, it's not. The manga isn't the greatest looking.
Okay.
It's like the most cutting edge, but I don't know if that's on purpose or not because I don't know if that's his style or if he's doing it to try and fit the tone. Like, because everything kind of seems like depressing when they draw it, and that's kind of the tone of the story too. So the art kind of plays off the story a little bit.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I recommend watching it. I recommend checking it out at least a couple episodes.
Cool.
It's my week.
Awesome, Blaven, follow that up.
So I was watching an anime as well, Code Geass.
Yeah.
And I finally finished the first season.
Yeah.
I'm starting season 2. This show's crazy.
It is.
Really good.
Yep.
Really good.
Of course.
Like, oh my god.
I know.
Like, every episode, I'm just like, I should stop, but I'm not gonna.
Yep.
And then the only time I stop is because I fell asleep.
Mm-hmm.
But like, oh my god, this show is just really, really good. Like, even filler episodes are not filler episodes.
Yep.
Because they end up being plot relevant in the craziest ways.
Yes.
And they have fights, mecha fights, but it's not so often that it's like every episode.
Nope. It's like sometimes there'll be like a string of episodes where you don't even see mechs.
Yeah, it's just like they only use it when they actually have to. And when they do, it's always so interesting. Because it's not always just brute force, I'm gonna take down everyone. There's tactics, there's planning, there's isolation, there's it's so good. And then the whole time you just figure out, oh, this character hasn't seen who this character actually is, and it's like, oh, it's so interesting. Now there's the huge reveal, and they build up to it all the time.
Yeah.
And you see how they interact with each other when they don't know who each other is, and you're like, oh, this whole communication would break down if they knew who each other was really.
Yeah, they're not really best friends, are they?
No. But it's crazy shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy shit. I recommend it to everybody. But again, Vince is right. You gotta have patience. Because sometimes it'll hit all the feels.
Yeah.
Just the characters that are just the most tragic, the nicest ones.
Yeah, you're not even you haven't even seen the most tragic of tragic.
Yeah, but the latest episode I'm at in season 2, it's just just the mind games. It's just like if you just realize like, oh, that's just so rough and so mean to someone, you know. So I just think that the show is really, it's good. But I guess also it takes a certain type of person to
it does
to watch it. Yeah, but I definitely recommend it. Season 1, like it's a good. Just always plot that's moving forward.
Yes,
always plots moving forward. And but I think Suzaku is still the best character. Lancelot is still the best mech.
Sure.
Yep. So
I don't agree, but sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Another thing I've been doing in my week. I have I read a chapter of this manga called Gamblefish, and I think it went on from 2006 to 2010. I could be lying, 2009 to 2010, I don't know. But it's about this guy, I can't remember his name either. I only read one. Yeah, I know, right? He goes to this really prestigious academy, and he wants to take it over, and he wants to crush it like all the other academies he's been at. And how he does it is by playing games. Yeah. He plays, the first game he plays is, he has someone to hide something, and he asks them to write 10 pieces of on 10 pieces of paper where he hid it, and 9 of them have to be false, and 1 of them has to be right. And he obviously wins. And then they explain to you how he does it, and it's pretty much magician stuff. Yeah, so it's not totally shonen. It's not totally like mystical. It's mostly just misdirection and tricks
Yeah.
and being a con artist. And I thought that was really interesting. I haven't read any further into it. First chapter was like 60 pages. I don't know if that's for the whole thing, but it's done in serialization. But I don't know if the scanlations have gone that far.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's worth checking out if you like magicians and shonen put together. I guess this will be something for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, magicians and shonen. I know, right? And yeah, that's me. Pretty boring, but yeah.
That's it. That's your entire week.
That's me.
Okay, well, I'm going to pick up from last week's review of Majestic Prince, and I've continued on weekly.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm on episode 5, or
4?
just finished episode 5.
I'm on 4. Just finished 4.
I don't really know what to think about this show. It gets, last week I complained that I hope it hits more of those deeper,
Deeps.
dramatic.
It doesn't.
It's not that it doesn't. It introduces them all, but it never goes further than that. And you're kind of just like, oh, well, that you just diffused what was any interest.
For you.
So then I start thinking about, well, what if this is just a regular shonen and I'm just looking at this the wrong way? But then I'm like, no, the drama's too serious and the actual fights aren't that exciting. And it is too boring to be a shonen.
Oh no.
So I'm kind of like, again, it's only 5 episodes, and like I said, I'd have to wait till episode 12 to be able to really.
So you're just gonna hang on?
Yeah, so I'm gonna hang on, but like I'm so indifferent about it now. It's kind of like now I'm watching it to watch it.
Yeah.
Because again, none of the mechs really
Pop out.
grab me, and I still have no idea what the female characters their roles are.
The females.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Commander, the blonde one who relays orders, she doesn't really relay orders.
No.
She just tells everybody what HQ's telling her.
Oh, that's true.
Right? So then what's her real purpose? Like,
Yeah.
she's got nothing, and she's completely defenseless.
Yeah.
She's almost pointless. And then the other girl, who's super booster, just runs around in circles until she gets shot.
She does.
Right? Like, she has no offensive capabilities either. She just, run. Oh, don't forget to put up your shields. Got it.
Yeah.
And then I get blown up.
Yeah.
That sounds like a very useless unit.
They're both very useless.
But I think the thing is that they still haven't gotten together and become a team yet, so they haven't done it.
No, that's you're right.
Form like Voltron, like.
No, you're
No,
right.
I mean,
they haven't.
they
They haven't.
They haven't fit into their niches yet.
Yeah, but I still can't see how those two characters, like, even if they were a team, what are their roles? Like,
Yes.
what are they gonna do?
Well, didn't they show that in the first episode where she was pinpointing where all the enemies were, where to shoot, and what's the best possible path of attack and stuff like that?
I don't really agree with that anymore, though, because it's more like she was only doing that because Command was telling her to do that.
Right.
It's not of her own volition. She doesn't take charge or anything.
I guess so. Yeah.
And then the other girl in the first episode, what did she do? She ran around in circles.
She
She
did.
just didn't get hit. That's all.
Did.
So
Who knows? Maybe they'll explore it more.
I hope they do. I mean, I hope it turns into like upgrade scenarios where they finally get something.
Yeah.
But yeah, Majestic Prince is all right. And then I watched a movie. Watched Oblivion with Tom Cruise.
Ooh.
I think this movie's getting pretty terrible ratings.
Is it?
I think so. I think it's got like 50.
On Metacritic?
I think so.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Super Pin is like the best movie of the year.
Pretty average.
Yeah, what I will say is, the movie's not a complete disappointment.
Okay.
Not or
No, it's not a complete disappointment. What's the weak about this movie is it's not the concept of its plot. It's just how it's delivered. It requires a lot of the audience filling in the gaps.
Okay.
Like it requires you not. I'm not saying it requires you to think. It just hopefully you're gonna look past all the gaps in time and all the little things that we've not really talked about.
Okay.
But the premise is the world had to fight aliens. Humans won, but unfortunately the world faced the biggest catastrophe. It's inhabitable now.
Okay.
So we all had to go live on one of the moons of Saturn.
Sounds reasonable.
And what we're doing with the Earth is we're taking all the water from the Earth and using it as turning into a resource and a commodity we can use somewhere else in space.
Okay.
So, but to do that, we had to leave behind very, very few crewmen to to maintain the
Two people.
The Earth.
the thing, right? All the places there, and meanwhile, other life forms remnant from the war, these alien people, they're called, I think they call them savages. I don't really know what they're called.
Okay.
They are stranded on Earth now, and they always want to wreck the machinery.
Okay.
So these leftover pit crew also are equipped with like really high-end gear to just take these enemies out.
Okay.
And that's where Tom Cruise comes in. He's one of these dudes. And he contemplates with, why are we leaving? Why aren't we putting our resources into rebuilding the Earth and whatever?
Mm-hmm.
That's the plot, and there's some interesting twists. What I will say is, if you liked Portal, the video game,
Okay.
this, like, on a narrative level sense, not on a puzzle aspect,
Okay.
this hits the same sort of vibe.
Okay.
Like, everything's super white and clean. There are I don't want to say there's a GLaDOS counterpart, but there is something there that'll get you there. You know the turrets?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They have their own sort of counterpart in Oblivion.
Okay.
Only they look like in Dragon Ball Z. What are the ships the Saiyans flew around in? The balls.
The balls.
Oh, okay.
The capsules.
They look like those. Only they have guns on the sides and stuff.
Okay.
The movie is really, really cool to look at. It's super, super clean, the aesthetic. The only reason this movie is as good as I think it is because Tom Cruise commits himself to this role.
Okay.
He makes you believe that he's there. Like, he crosses that edge of being like, is he an actor or is he crazy?
He's crazy.
And it's like, yes, Tom Cruise is crazy, and he believes he's here in this scenario. And you can't just help but admire that. And
Or worry.
no, at this point, it's admiration. It's like, you can't fix him. He's
That
done.
guy needs a doctor.
Yeah, like, it's over. He's crossed that line.
That's
Tom
funny.
Cruise is crazy, and he believes he's the last man on Earth.
Okay.
That's funny.
Wow.
And that's why this movie's worth watching. At least when it comes out on, like, Netflix or something.
Does that mean he's a good actor then?
See, I don't know if it's that he's a good actor. Like,
Or that he's crazy.
yeah, like, I've always liked Tom Cruise as an actor. I wouldn't say he's the best of the best, but it's his commitment that's always admirable. Like, have you seen The Last Samurai?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of believe that he's the white man invading Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you really believe that he's going through that.
Yeah.
I don't know if he plays the part the best, but regardless, he takes you into that world. And he does the same here with Oblivion, and that's all I can really say about it. It also stars Olga Kurylenko from the second...
She sounds like a tennis player.
She's Russian.
Where's she from? The second James Bond?
Second James Bond with Daniel Craig. I forget what it's called.
Quantum of Solace?
There you go.
It was that girl?
Yeah.
The black-haired girl?
Yeah, she's in it.
Is she the main girl who is...
There's two main girls.
Who's the girl in the trailer?
She's the one that doesn't die.
No, who is the girl that was doing the computer stuff with him?
Oh,
Not her, right?
Not her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You watched this one?
No, he's talking about Quantum of Solace.
Oh.
Because one of the girls dies. One of the Bond girls dies.
Oh, this one.
Oblivion.
There's two main girls.
Oh,
in
no.
this one, too.
No, she's some British chick. I don't quite know her name.
Yeah.
I think she's from, I don't know, stage
The
actor.
chick who died in Quantum of Solace is hot.
Gemma Arterton.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Prince of Persia.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, sir.
No problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, baby.
And then I played Kid Icarus Uprising, as I alluded to last week, because I got that Figma.
Nice.
And here's what I'll say about Kid Icarus Uprising. I'm not a fan of on-rail shooters.
Of course you
Not
are.
really that big of a fan. There's only two on-rail shooters I really like. One is Star Fox 64, the other one is Panzer Dragoon for the Saturn. And that's it.
Quality choices.
Yeah. I think Kid Icarus can hang with those two, at least.
Okay.
And it is super fun. And it feels like a classic Nintendo game in the sense that their goal here was, how can we make the game be the most fun experience, even though it may not have the most quality mechanics.
Okay.
Okay?
Fan service.
Yes and no. But you know, like how Disney movies have that magic feel behind them?
Yeah.
In the same way Nintendo does. That's what Kid Icarus has here. And that's why I like playing this game. It is weird. It is basically, I don't know if you guys know much about Pitt, but he can't fly. He's an angel who can't fly.
What?
Yeah. So the goddess of light, Lady Palutena, gives him the ability to fly for only 5 minutes. Hence, each level cannot be over 5 minutes. So I don't know if that's some sort of genius plot compensation for Nintendo to say you shouldn't play video games more than 5 minutes at a time.
That's hilarious.
Because after every level, it even says, remember to take breaks.
That's hilarious.
That's
right?
hilarious.
So it's kind of like, all right, great. But it's also compounded that the controls in this game are ingenious and yet terrible at the same
I
time.
heard it hurts.
Yeah. Oh, and it's terrible if you have the XL because it's a heavier system. So the mechanic is use the circle pad to move your guy around the screen.
Yeah.
L's to shoot, and then your reticle is the stylus.
Okay.
That sounds easy, right?
Yeah.
That sounds great. Okay, every level is divided into 2 parts. One is your standard Star Fox style where you're going around.
Yeah.
Halfway through, you get to your destination. Oh, we gotta go explore the castle. You lose your ability of flight. Now you're on the ground and you're walking. Circle pad, suddenly you become a third-person shooter. Okay?
Yeah.
So you're moving around. If you keep what Vita said. L's still shoot, only you're not on rails anymore. So you have a free controlling camera. But remember, the reticle's with your stylus,
Yeah.
right? How do you move the camera? Take any guess.
D-pad.
No.
The A, B, X, Y.
No.
Touchscreen.
Yep.
Gross.
Okay. So to move the camera is also with your stylus. If you swipe all the way to the left, all the way to the right, the camera will pan all the way around, right? But it feels like it's weighted on momentum, so the faster you slide, the more the camera will spin. So your inclination now is, I gotta slide slower so I can be more precise. But at what point did you sliding slower suddenly become you controlling the reticle?
Oh.
That's weird.
Right? And it becomes the most frustrating controlling experience I've played. And then you add on to that your hand, now because you're halfway through the level, is just seizing up with carpal tunnel.
So how does this game stack up to Panzer and Star Fox?
Because the first half of every level is so fun and so clever. And through the whole game, it's all completely voice acted.
Okay.
And Palutena and Pit are always having witty banter back to back all the time.
Okay.
Like, why am I fighting these people? I don't know. You know, the whole game centers on the fact that Pit has been missing for 25 years. Like, Medusa comes out and it's like, Medusa, why are you taking over the world? Well, it's been 25 years. I figured now's the best time.
That's
right?
hilarious. Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's how they wrote this game?
Yeah, all their game is all about, like, just stupid Nintendo trivia and
It's pretty fun.
and Nintendo references. And, yeah, you play it and you're like, man, this is like... The people who wrote this clearly just wanted to have fun. They're really big fans of Nintendo. The other thing, too, is it is a loot-based game.
Oh, no!
What?
Yeah, so instead of just Pit having an arrow, he can have a gun, he can have a spear, he can have Wolverine claws, and then you can take all these... Like, there's, like, hundreds of weapons, which you can then fuse to combine effects of your weapons. Like, it hits that sort of, like, loot grabbing thing. You know, in Super Smash Brothers where they have the trophies?
Yeah.
Same thing here. You can use spot pass and stuff to get trophies from all the different stuff found in Kid Icarus history.
Oh, wow.
What else? Yeah, you also have power-ups and power-up build-ups. There's basically... is it Resident Evil 4 where they had the puzzle inventory system?
Yep.
4. That's 4.
Okay, so your power-ups work the same way here. You get all these power-ups that you could bring into your battle. So it could be like, I get extra hearts.
Yeah.
I get extra attack. But it's all like Tetris style. Put them in this block.
Oh, so it's like the Battle Network stuff where you had to
Yeah,
put in...
exactly,
Yeah. But if
right?
you overloaded it... Then...
Also, it's just like the one for Valkyria Chronicles.
Exactly. It's exactly
The
like
tank,
that.
yeah.
And then... yeah, so...
No, it sounds freaking sick.
Like, this game hits kind of all the buttons. It's even super, super easy. So if, like, the control system is, like, terrible for you, it's so simple. It's like, it's the easiest game. But then if you don't like the fact that it's easy, what they've also done is said, okay, take your hearts, and your hearts is universal currency. It buys you new items, it buys you new power-ups, it also adds to your fusion stuff. You could take your hearts, and you can bet them, and throw the game up to, I think, like 10 times more difficult than it should be.
Whoa.
And you get back like that many times as many hearts as you bet.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Right. So like the game is like it is a full-fledged game. Like there's everything here. It's just unfortunately brought down by that terrible camera controlling scheme. I don't know who said okay, let's go. I'm only like 7 chapters in.
You gonna finish it?
Out of 25. I don't think I'm gonna finish it.
Out of 25?
Yeah. Out of 25. I think I'm farther than TJ. His save file says he's at 2 chapters in.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
But yeah, no, it's I think it's cool.
Sounds terrible.
Sounds awesome.
Like it is weird. I will say that no, it's not a perfect game, but when you play it, you'll be like, man, this is something special.
No.
But then your hand seizes up and you're like,
Ow.
fuck,
It's not that
game.
special.
Yeah,
Oh.
like fuck this game.
There's supposed to be a stand.
I know there's supposed to be a stand, but I don't like that's still a terrible way.
Yeah.
Because even if you take away the whole hand cramping thing, you still have the camera is the reticle too, like control scheme, which is just not fun. But yeah, I'm not gonna finish it, but I have played enough to see the magic of it, and I don't know, play it. That's all I gotta say.
I'll buy the stand and I'll play it. I'll be the judge of this.
Okay, cool.
Wait, how much is the stand?
It comes with.
It comes with the game.
When did you get the stand then?
TJ didn't give me the stand. He
Oh.
gave me the game.
It
Wow.
wasn't in the box.
Handicap.
I know.
Imagine that. It's like hard mode. Don't play with the stand. Hard mode's already
It's like,
bundled in.
that's
with the
kind of
game.
telling though. It's like in the box comes a crutch.
Yeah.
It's like this thing's gonna fuck your hand up.
It's like, how do I need this?
It does.
Break your legs.
Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, like I said, I got the Pit Figma. I put a review up on my channel. And then I put that up. Everybody was like, that's great, but where is your BlackRock shooter stuff? I'm like, what?
Why don't you have BlackRock Shooter? Ah!
No, seriously, people are like questioning me. I'm like, I thought this is what you guys would want to see. And they're like, no, I got so many PMs just like, give me that BlackRock shooter. I need to see. Because I guess everybody knows that Pit came out the same day as Black Gold Saw. I don't know if you guys know. She's red with the giant sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
Holy smokes.
What?
You're getting. Wow.
What?
People are telling you to do something else?
Yeah.
That's insane.
I was like,
It's like, what if I couldn't afford it, huh, guys?
yeah, what if Jesus.
Get off my back.
Yeah, because, I don't know.
Well, hey, dude, I'm proud of you, man. People are asking for your reviews.
Yeah, I was like, come on. I thought you guys want to see Pit.
Never pander.
Yeah.
Never pander to the
Yeah.
audience.
So you know what? You're not getting that.
Oh.
Whoa! Paul Vince put down the
No,
hammer.
you're gonna buy it and you're gonna be like, and just like,
No, so yeah, no. In the mail, I got Pit, Black Gold Saw, and Labris from Persona 4.
Labrys. Put Labrys up first.
And that was,
See, this is not even pandering to the fans anymore.
that was the original plan. But no, and going in, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to like Pit. Labris will probably be okay, but I'm going to love Black Gold Saw. I open them all up. Turns out I like Black Gold Saw the least, and I like Labris the best. And Pit's pretty cool.
Yo, weird.
Yeah. Anyways, last game I played, XCOM Enemy Unknown. I was at Walmart.
I got a lot to talk to you
at
about
like
this.
at like 10 at night, and I was like, $20 for XCOM, and it comes with this Elite Soldier pack. Why
What?
not?
What? I got that too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know what I'm complaining.
I don't even know what the Elite Soldier pack is.
I think it just gives you an extra soldier with the flat top haircut, like the XCOM games.
Like Guile?
Yeah, him. Did you use him?
No,
Oh, he's good.
no.
All right.
But XCOM is really cool. Rough around the edges, but really cool. Like the core game is pretty awesome.
Yeah, right.
I think I got in. There's a patch right now. It kind of fixes the screen tearing and the texture popping.
Oh, what there was?
Yeah, it doesn't fix the game's inherent bugs like shooting through walls.
Oh, baby.
But I don't know. Did you have the second wave stuff
What second wave?
where you can start the game with like all these extra features?
Dude, I didn't even finish the first time around.
No. Yeah. Oh, I guess you don't have it then.
No, I didn't finish it.
You don't need to finish it.
Oh, so
Yeah.
I never patched from you then.
Yeah. So like in my game, I have it so that rookies come in with randomized stats.
Okay.
So like I can get like a heavy who comes in with like 90 aim,
Oh, weird.
and then promotions further give you random stats.
Where do I like? Is this just a patch? or
It's
is-
just a patch. It's free. So
Oh, I haven't gotten this yet. So.
yeah, there's this other one where like all all nations give you random money
Okay.
or random funding, and one is your weapons have a wider range of attack.
Wow.
So instead of just doing from like 2 to 4,
Yeah.
you'll do like 1 to 7,
That's insane.
or
As in like 1 in front of you and then 7 wide?
or just complete damage output.
That's weird.
So like if it says it could do up to 7, most of the time you'll just get 1.
That's hilarious. That's not good.
Yeah. Yeah, so you know, XCOM's a cool game. I made some characters. I made you guys.
It's fucking tough, that game.
Yeah, so Blaven, you're my heavy, Anthony's my sniper, TJ's assault.
What? I would be assault.
No, you're the heavy.
Yeah, I'd be heavy.
I also put Christian in as support,
That's funny.
and I have 2 women.
Yeah.
I have Commander Jane Shepard from Mass Effect, and Yoko Littner as my other sniper.
Oh my god.
Because I thought that makes sense.
Me and Loco. Me and
What are you?
Yoko hanging out.
I'm the commander.
Which is...
I issue the orders.
Oh, you're just...
I choose
okay.
if you die.
Okay. Alright, so tell me, what do you think about it?
So
Battles.
it's I really like this game.
Yeah,
Like
me
as
too.
a tactical game, it's refreshing.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, I don't know why I was just expecting like grid-based combat, but the whole destroying cover elevation changes.
Yeah.
It adds a lot. And then the whole like you can throw smoke grenades and flaming rockets.
Yeah.
What else? Hunker down in Overwatch.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really fun. I totally recommend
What
it.
are your favorite strategies that you've done so far?
Right now, well, I had this issue where I kept lobbing grenades.
Oh, good for you.
And my scientist is like, that's great, those explosives, but guess what? We're not going to be able to research them if there's no body left over.
Right.
So I had to stop doing that.
Yeah. That's funny.
So what I usually do is I take one of my assaults, whether it's TJ or Commander Shepard, and I put them on run and gun,
Yeah!
and I just send them out there on their own
That's what you do.
with their shotguns. And then I use squad sight with my snipers,
Shoot.
and then I put them on Overwatch.
Okay.
So that whenever the enemy moves, it's like Overwatch, for context, is on the enemy's turn. If they move and they're in sight of whoever's on Overwatch, they will automatically attack. And squad sight is snipers can see what other teammates can see.
Okay.
So this is where the assaults come in, where they go all the way to the end of the map.
Yeah.
They see people, and something a sniper shouldn't be able to see. They see, and I've also given my snipers like extra buffs on aim.
Yeah.
So they always hit.
Yeah.
They always hit, and that's usually been my main thing. And then when I get in a real issue, I throw my heavies out with the rocket launchers,
Yeah.
and I just blow shit up.
Yeah. My technique is that I made 2 types of assault. I made the support assault and then the run and gun assault.
Yeah.
So my run and gun assault has the double tap. So when she does fire,
Right.
she just comes out in front of the guy, goes boom boom, and it's like 80 damage and they're
Yeah.
dead. And their HP is like 30.
Yeah.
And it also has, and then my support one has a stim pack so that it'll like boost its defense.
Mhm.
But it has my favorite ability called Flush.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw this in the thing. So when you shoot it at someone, it doesn't actually have to hit them, but it forces them out of cover.
Oh.
So I put everybody on Overwatch around this one guy behind a box.
Right.
I shoot it with a flush.
Yeah.
The guy is forced to pop up
Yeah.
in the middle of like 5 guys
Mhm.
shooting him,
Mhm.
and he just dies.
Wow.
And I have all the heavies buffed so that they do
Yeah.
Overwatch
Yeah.
twice. They can fire twice in supporting,
Uh-huh.
and they don't use any ammo when they're supporting.
Yeah.
So it's like just because later on, the enemies get really smart and they hide behind undestructible cover.
Yeah.
So it's like, you're gonna stay there and shoot me until I.
Yeah, and then
flush
some
you
of them
out.
just start flying around. right?
Yeah, I'm just like, ah.
I'm like, oh crap, you're behind me.
Yeah.
Like, where did you start your base? Like, what's your base of operations?
I think mine was North America.
North America. Oh, you went for all air and.
Oh wait, was it? I can't remember, but I remember the hardest part of that game is the first quarter,
Mhm.
where it made it so I didn't have any more panic missions.
Mm.
Because if you manage all my zones now are all clear and they'll
Yeah.
never be attacked by aliens, but it's just like those are so tough. Because if
Yeah.
you lose, you're dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I started in Europe.
And you got more
I think I got more scientists.
assists. Okay.
Scientists, yeah. Because I just want to do R&D stuff.
Did you care about our nationalities?
Yeah, that was my only thing. I'm like, why can't I customize everything except nationality?
Yeah.
So
So
yeah.
my Russian heavy had to be like Stalin or something.
Yeah, no, I just changed all their names.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
you guys all got nicknames too. Like eventually,
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
like I think Anthony's is Ghost, and TG's is Cowboy.
What's mine?
Oh, I can't remember. Oh, you know what? In the first mission I put you in after I promoted you, you got like super wounded, not critically. So you've been out of the game for a while.
Yeah. Good for me.
Yeah,
I did my job.
yeah. So I was like, oh well, shit.
Wait till you get like psionics.
Yeah, I heard. Right now I'm trying to go for beam weapons and.
Yeah. I'm way too far in the tech tree. I can't get anything lower. And I missed all the low stuff.
Shit.
Yeah, so I'm too high in the tech tree.
Yeah, but no, I think it's a great game.
It's a sweet game.
Yeah, it's spotty. It's not the best looking game. It's
Yeah.
got bugs.
Yeah.
Controls or whatever, but it's a good game.
You should try the multiplayer mode. I heard it's pretty funny.
Sure.
Yes, boss.
Sweet. Okay, that's the end of the show. I think I have
Yes.
nothing else to talk about. You guys have nothing else to talk about.
No, I'm done.
Yeah, that's sweet. Find us on the internet. 3 Nerds in the Basement is over at type3.podbean.com. Write into us at tniab.letters@gmail.com. Facebook, Twitter,
YouTube.
YouTube. YouTube users, just click the show more button for all these links and so much more.
Links.
And sweet. We will see you guys next week.